I don't remember.
Yeah, I said bass. So.
Right? No. Something like that.
Okay, whatever.
Sarah doesn't know at all.
I don't know anything.
There we go.
Hello, welcome to Stories with Issues. I'm Lalo.
I'm Jenzy. We're
Sit
doing
back a
witches.
little bit. We're doing witches. No, I'm just kidding.
I was confused for a second.
And this is Carson.
I'm Carson. Hey.
You've seen Carson before.
We're doing Amazing Spider-Man.
I thought it was upside down at first because Spider-Man's upside down.
Amazing Spider-Man by Nick Spencer.
I've heard from Lalo that there's some people who do not like Lalo's opinion on Nick Spencer. They think that he's better than Lalo gives him credit.
No. And those people might be wrong, because
Oh, dang.
Nick Spencer's run on Spider-Man is boring.
Ouch. Is this one boring?
You're just.
This is the first volume. This is right after Go Down Swinging.
Okay.
This takes place after Go Down Swinging.
So some people die.
Yeah, Flash Thompson is dead.
Spoiler.
We finished Go Down Swinging a long time
That was
ago.
our first thing. That was
That
our
was our
second.
first video.
We actually that was the first
Oh
one we
wait,
recorded.
I actually haven't finished Go Down Swinging.
You haven't uploaded the third half?
Nope. All right, so the book starts with Peter Parker, and he's narrating his dreams of how he is. Life is great.
Life's great now. Life is great after Flash Thompson.
First, we go into the free comic book day issue,
Oh.
where Peter
Remember
Parker, Peter Parker is telling his story and how he is looking for a job.
Is that a
He's looking for a house.
Oh,
That's Dr. Octopus.
Mm.
He's looking for a house. He's looking for, with his friend Randy Robertson, who is his son of Robbie Robertson,
Robbie Robertson is.
the editor of the Daily Bugle.
And Randy Robertson is also a superhero?
No,
Okay.
Oh.
Robbie has a son.
Randy.
Randy.
Randy's just a dude. Randy's
He's
just
not. He's just a dude.
Okay.
He is heavily in big time.
heavily in big time.
He shows up in big time. They're robbing him. The Fearsome Five are robbing a museum.
The Fearsome Five are the people who are the.
Fearsome Five is the Rhino, the Wheel, Electro, and Boomerang.
Those are so original names.
I don't know who Boomerang is and the Wheel. Yeah, those
Boomerang
are super original. Yeah.
Super original.
and Spider-Man's like, Boomerang? I
Boomerang.
hate this guy.
Does he just throw his arms or something and then come back?
No, they're boomerangs. He throws boomerangs.
That's it?
Yeah, like
Awesome.
Captain Boomerang from.
Poor man.
And he stops them, and he's like, okay, hand it down to Mr. Mayor, which is Wilson Fisk, the
What?
Kingpin.
Why is he? Why?
Oh,
Because of Daredevil. Because,
Daredevil made him good. He set him straight.
no.
Jelly.
Because of Daredevil was gone from New York after Shadowland.
Oh, so now he's the evil mayor.
So now, yeah.
And Spider-Man's not gonna beat the crap out of him or something.
No, because he's the mayor.
Oh, yeah.
He's the
'cause
mayor of New
Spider-Man
York.
would
Oh,
kinda
he's
get
supposed to be a
arrested.
friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, not a
Yeah.
murder.
And we
murdering
go,
mayor Spider-Man.
and Peter Parker, like, rents,
Boomerang's back again, like every other Boomerang, unless it's a bad Boomerang.
and we go back into the apartment that Peter Parker and Randy are sharing with another guy.
Who's the other guy?
Other guy.
It's Boomerang. What?
Bruh. And does Peter Parker know this?
What?
Peter Parker knows this.
He's not gonna beat the crap out of him. Or
Peter
anything?
Parker cannot beat the crap out of him because in Secret Empire, Boomerang became a good guy.
So why is Boomerang a bad guy here?
Because the Wilson Fisk hired him.
Spider-Man's
We'll
a black
find
suit?
out more about... Yes. Then we go back into present day where he is having a dream of how everything is perfect and how life is great and how...
Is he still dating Mary Jane? Or are they
No,
broken
he's
up?
not dating Mary Jane. His dream is about dating Mary Jane and being with her at the top of the boat. He's on top of
Eiffel Tower. I don't know.
the Empire State Building.
Close enough.
And he wakes up because guess what? It is just a dream. And
Makes sense.
No, he fell.
And his roommate is the worst.
His roommate is the Boomer guy.
Boomerang guy. Boomerang.
Boomer. Sorry, I'm sorry that I said that. I
And,
apologize for everything.
He is like... Peter's like, why? He barely pays the rent.
That's
No.
a move.
No, he pays the rent. That's the one thing he does.
Hey,
Okay.
that's good.
No,
No.
because everything else he does
Doesn't
it
take
wrong.
everyone else's food out of the fridge.
Yes,
Aw.
he is that kind of roommate.
Oh.
Dude,
And
I buy my own fridge at that point. And you know, I get a lock on my fridge. I'd lock the fridge.
And we go back into the fight scene where the Avengers are fighting
green goop.
this creatures.
The Avenger includes the Thing.
Everyone in the Marvel Universe is an Avenger nowadays.
Oh, never mind. Who's that lady?
That's Rogue.
No, it's Link. It's Link from Zelda, but female.
No, that's Rogue. That's She-Hulk. That's Doctor Strange. That's Gambit. That's Medusa. That's Iron Fist. That's Wolverine. That's Old Man Logan.
Oh. And also all the other people.
Those aren't in the Avengers movies.
No, cause
That's why he said that.
that's why I called them out.
Oh.
And they're like, the Avengers are like,
Vision.
where is our backup? Where's our backup? Captain America's freaking out. Iron Man, and they can't identify this alien race.
Goop.
And Spider-Man, no, that's blood.
Yeah, no, but it's goop because it's alien.
Yeah. And Spider-Man's like, hey guys, I'm here. And I was, oh, come on, Spider-Man's here.
So is he technically an Avenger
That's
in this?
great. Everyone hates Spider-Man
Is he
because,
Is he technically an Avenger in this?
no.
Oh, no one likes him enough to do that.
No,
because
because Wilson Fisk loves him.
No homo.
No, Wilson Fisk adores Spider-Man,
Homo.
not homo.
Okay.
But he's like, Spider-Man is great, and y'all should listen to him.
Why is he like Spider-Man if he's a crime fighter? Because Kingpin's a crime
Because
guy.
that way everyone else will hate him. Because Wilson Fisk
Hated by
has shot
everyone.
down.
The friend of my friend is my enemy. The enemy of my the friend of my enemy is my enemy. also.
Exactly. And Daredevil's like, you don't get it, do you?
Why is
He's
Daredevil
using you. He's using, because he's.
I thought
Why
Daredevil
wouldn't
wasn't
you?
there. I thought you said that Wilson Fisk is a king because.
Oh, because Daredevil came back, and when he came back, he's like, well,
Can't kill the mayor.
can't kill the
Why
mayor.
can't you kill the mayor? Or beat the crap out of the mayor and tell him.
Because it's a mayor. You
Because
get
he's the
arrested.
mayor. You'll get arrested.
Bro, he's not gonna get arrested for beating up a normal dude, but he gets arrested for beating up the mayor.
Because he beat up criminals.
But what if he shows he's a criminal and then he beats him up?
That's not how it works.
That's how real life does.
Anyway,
not work either.
Oh,
back in the
politics
present
are
day.
bad guys.
Back in the present day, Peter Parker's he woke up for an interview that he had at the ESU, where he used to go to college.
Esperanto students.
Even though he did not go to college. Peter Parker did not go to college. It was Dr.
College
Octopus.
dropout. Oh, Superior Spider-Man.
It was Dr. Octopus. And he's like, and they're about
Oh,
to
yeah.
form this new
Explain that to Carson really fast. Spider-Man. Dr. Octopus inhabited Spider-Man's body.
Dr. Octopus
went to
took over
school,
Spider-Man bodies, went to college, make a name of himself,
killed some people,
killed three people.
and then
The whole run.
Then he was like, "Screw this, I'm out." And so
And then he pieced out, and Peter Parker came
and
out
he
came
became
back to his
and
body.
he put himself into another Peter Parker body.
Which is this one!
Yeah, Superior Octopus.
The Superior Octopus.
Yeah, and that's how it happened.
And
Cool.
That was
Peter Parker
That was after
Peter Parker's back at the ESU because they invited him for an interview because Peter Parker is a science editor at the Daily Bugle.
That's a lot of things.
And they're presenting this new system of catching cheaters on exams or papers. It's a plagiarized machine.
Whack.
And they found that Peter Parker plagiarized his whole project of
Off of a Dr. Octopus.
and they found him as a fraudulent, and he is now in shame.
He's like a shame.
He's
Who shames him though?
everyone. They fired him off of the Daily Bugle.
So all the people who have any.
Yeah, and he goes to the one person he can talk to, which is
Aunt May.
Mary Jane Watson.
Never mind.
And-
Not Aunt May. What about Aunt May?
He will talk to Aunt May later.
She did. I'm kidding.
She's not
No,
dead yet.
she's not dead.
I'm kidding.
She does die in a few times though, in different things.
She has died before. Anyway, she's back. He's talking to Mary Jane, and Mary Jane's just laughing out loud.
Ouch. Because
He's just laughing at how crappy his life is because your supervillain took over your body and wrote a paper where you did amazing and got a company. And guess what? That paper they found fraudulent and they fired you. You idiot.
so that means that for being superior Spider-Man and everything, he's a very bright. Because
No.
think about because Dr. Octopus doesn't give a crap.
Yeah, Dr.
But
Octopus
if he
didn't
wanted
give
to
a
be
crap.
Spider-Man forever, he would realize, like if originally he planned on being Spider-Man forever, you'd think that he would want to not copy himself, or else he would be considered fraudulent. Because he'd still be considered fraudulent even if he is Dr. Octopus.
And he says, what?
So-
Have you talked to your Aunt May? I bet she heard about this already. And he's like, crap. So he goes home. He's like, hey, Aunt May. He turns off the TV. He grabs a newspaper, rips the first page off of it, throws it in the trash. And
But you can...
Hold on.
From a Sarah, from a
Sarah,
Sarah.
from a Sarah. Tavia! Okay.
Tavia.
Okay. So
Man.
Peter Parker goes home. He starts checking the newspaper chats, and Aunt May is like, Peter, what is this? She has it on her phone in the Daily Bugle app, cause
It's like the 7 stages of grief right here with Aunt May.
no, she's like,
She's like, I don't believe it.
I
Oh
couldn't,
crap.
I didn't want it to believe it. I read it, and I didn't want it to believe it because I thought you were a good person. I thought I raised you better. I thought your Uncle Ben raised you better than
Come on,
this.
cut her conversation short and be like, Dr. Octopus inhabited my body. And
No, because he can't
also,
tell
Gwen
her.
Stacy has kids.
He can't tell her.
Sorry.
He can't tell her because it will ruin. And she just walks away. Because I can't explain it. It's complicated.
Wait,
And
so,
she-
this
and
is
she
a
says-
flashback, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because he's actually currently killing a horde of alien things, right?
Yeah.
Which are like sucking people's eyes out. What the?
No, they're just like face huggers from Alien.
Oh.
And he's like, she says, if you're not gonna take responsibility for your actions, then I'm not gonna talk to you.
Dang.
And Peter Parker says, I screwed up.
Have their eyes color? I wonder. Have their eyes color like eye colors ever changed before? Because Spider-Man's eye color ever accidentally changed to like green, because the artist changed.
Yeah,
Really?
possibly. Yeah.
Oh crap.
And
anyway.
he's talking about he's messed up, and like, by the way, I totally had a better idea to Doc Ock's thesis. If I can revert the, oh my god, and he figures it out. He figures it out, and he launches himself. And Felicia Hardy is right there,
Big
and
time.
she says, Peter, what are you doing? I have it. I got it. I figured it out. And he just launches himself saying, bye, Felicia. And says,
When did this comic come out?
last year.
And they said bye, Felicia. Right.
Yeah. It says, oh God, please don't let that be my last joke. And he's like,
He's gonna die.
he's launching himself, and he feels this is the end for him. Like, if this is how I'm gonna end, I'm happy with it.
Dying like what?
Like a hero. Like saving New York is
Oh,
worth
dying
it.
from these alien things.
It's worth it. And then he slams against the windshield, and it's
Sokka.
Mysterio.
Oh.
It's Mysterio, and it's like,
So these aliens aren't actually real aliens.
they're real aliens.
They are?
They're not.
They're not, because it's Mysterio.
Because it's Mysterio, and it's like, crap.
So how did Mysterio make them like all fleshy and everything? How do you make it so like they have goop?
He can do anything. He can manipulate.
You could be
Yeah.
like, I'll just make a fake
And
planet.
Peter Parker beats the crap out of Mysterio and webs him up.
Well, that was an easy fight.
Yeah, because it's Mysterio.
It's Mysterio, yeah. It's like in the game where you go.
And he says, I finally know what I have to do. And he's talking to someone, and which you feel like it's Aunt May. Until at the end, he's like, maybe
Whoa, Tiger. Whoa.
he's talking to MJ.
Tiger.
How much he needs
MJ.
her and how much he loves her. And how
Ooh, this is a cool pattern on the back.
they're back together. They're supposed to be back together. And we meet we're in the trial of Mysterio, where he is confessing that he did it. I did it. His lawyer comes in, and she starts puking bugs.
Bugs?
Yeah,
Oh, whack.
and everyone is like, he turns around and everything is in riot, and it's
Mysterio turns around?
yeah.
So Mysterio is being messed up now. Too.
And this new villain shows up.
Swarm?
No, it's not Swarm. It's not anyone. He says, "You're gonna do what I want
Boogie
you to
Boogie.
do. You're gonna do what I want you to do, and you're gonna testify that you did it, and that you're screwed, and that I had nothing to do with this."
So it's like.
And he's yelling and screaming, and Mysterio freaks out. And they say, this guy is insane. We need to put him away for good. And back at Empire State University.
Mysterio's in prison now?
Yes. Mysterio's locked
So
away.
this bug guy kind of a good guy currently?
No.
No.
Because he has bigger plans.
Oh my.
And Peter Parker comes back to an ESU where he is talking to the lady that got him fired. And she says that we have a project for you that you would fit perfectly in. And says, your teacher is waiting for you. He says, okay, who is it? No, Dr. Octopus is supposed to be dead.
Oh, it's Mysterio.
It's not Mysterio. It's the Lizard.
And he's gonna kill him?
No. And we meet this. Back into issue 2, we see.
So we're in issue 2 now?
Yeah. And how nature and destiny are one and the same.
What's Wolverine's name? No,
No, that's not Wolverine. I don't remember his name. It's forgettable. And we see how the hunt must begin.
Like Kraven the Hunter?
Yes, it is Kraven the Hunter.
But it's a guy hunting. Kraven the Hunter is a new character, so. Oh, the forgettable guy is Kraven the Hunter, isn't he?
No, this is not Kraven the Hunter.
Oh,
How the hunt must begin, and we see like this elephant
getting
horde, and one of them getting killed, and he says, no matter what path we take, we can sure there'll be pain, but not for me, because no sir, my life is nothing but good and right now, and yeah, I'm getting the crap beaten out of me, but I'm gonna get out of this. And the guys were robbing a bookstore, and he beats them up, and the old store owner is like, thanks you, Spider-Man. Here, have this first series books, and we will as a thank you. And like, oh, sweet. Well, here, I don't have any pockets, so I'm just gonna let you guys go with them. I'll bet you'll have a lot of time to read in prison. I'm like, wow, he seems in a good mood. Why? Because he's been given a second chance, not just by his work, but in his relationships with MJ. And at ESU, he's a student. Well, not a student. They offered him a student position in ESU to go back to school. But
it's because the Lizard wants him to be a student.
Because Dr. Connors wanted him to be a student.
And that's the Lizard.
Yeah. But we go back into ESU and like, everyone, okay, Lizard attack. Everyone stay back. I'll protect all of you. Somehow. This is Mr. Parker. Forget my apology. Forget myself. I forgot that you and I have history with the Lizard. So he turns back into Dr. Connor.
So the Lizard's like Venom, kind of. But like...
No. He created a chip.
But, so is it like is it like how the Hulk is, where the Hulk is a different person?
Yes.
Okay.
No. The Hulk and the Lizard are now one and the same.
Not the Hulk and the Lizard, but him and the Lizard.
The Dr. Connors and the Lizard are one and the same. And they can...
He can go back and forth.
He can go back and forth between them.
Using a chip?
By thinking it. Because whenever the chip feels like he's growling at the wrong person, it shocks him until he turns back into the Lizard, into Dr. Connors.
Okay.
And he's like...
How does it know if he's growling at the right person? Oh, he can turn the chip off.
If he's growling, if the Lizard starts growling,
It'll just electrocute him.
It'll electrocute him until he's...
Oh, that's painful.
It is. Heavily. And he's like, he offers him a chance. And Taskmaster and the Ant show up.
Taskmaster looks like... What is that guy's name from He-Man?
Skeletor!
He looks like Skeletor.
Yeah, because he is.
Oh, no.
No, he's not Skeletor.
But he
He
practically
is
is.
just like him. He'll show up in Black Widow.
In the movie?
The movie Black Widow.
Ooh.
He shows up
Skeletor in Black Widow.
He shows up in Spider-Man PS4, and he's showing up again in Avengers.
The fifth
The
one?
video game.
Oh.
The video game Avengers that will come out in March of this year.
Who's the other guy?
The Ant.
The bug guy, the Ant.
Black Ant.
He's like Ant-Man, but not good.
Yeah.
Does he control ants?
Yeah.
And he can't shrink?
Yeah.
Can he shrink?
He can shrink. I think he can shrink.
So he's literally best bad Ant-Man.
Yeah, and they are here because Dr. Connors has a special project that he wants Peter to work with. because Peter has a lot of experience with it, and it's the isotope genome accelerator.
Is that what makes the spider that makes him?
That's the ray that turns the spider into the one
What is
that
it called?
Peter Parker.
I want to see its name so I can read it.
The isotope genome
generator.
accelerator.
Okay.
And he says that they can work with this. They can take the properties of an animal or anything and give it to something else.
Mhm.
And Peter Parker says, wouldn't that be dangerous? What if, I don't know, a spider gets caught in the middle of it and bites a student and he turns into Spider-Man?
What a shame.
That'd
What
be a shame.
that would be. What if they all turn into Spider-Man?
And-
Everyone's super.
And he says, we can work with this. It's science for science sake, like we wanted when you were a student, right? He says, yeah, I guess you're right. Science for science sake. And then Taskmaster shows up and the lizard, and he turns back into the lizard trying to protect the students, and he gets electrocuted.
So we can't fight.
Yeah. So Peter thinks, okay. He mixes some chemicals up and creates a smoke bomb that distracts the guys, and
And Spider-Man comes in.
Spider-Man can swoop in and fight. He throws Spider-Man to the chemicals, and he does that, and he fights the bad guys. He says to Taskmaster, I forgot. Is this your real face or is it a mask? Because I've heard stories, and I think someone took it off. I'm not sure. I don't remember. And the Black Cat's like, man, he's sensitive about that. You know you can't bring that up.
Ouch.
So Spider-Man just slams their heads against each other,
Bloody nose.
and
And then Taskmaster, does he have a mask? Is it a mask?
it's not a mask.
So he's like some sort of like, he's like, what is that guy's name? Ghost Rider?
Wolverine ripped off his face.
Oh, so how is he still alive?
It's alive. Don't ask about it. And
Oh, 'cause it's
after the
X-Men.
fight
He's
finishes,
an X-Men who can stay alive.
after the fight finishes, the smoke bomb gets clear, and he's like, "Don't worry about it. I got it."
Wait,
Hey
so
you.
You technically can't break his nose. Because he has no nose.
He has no nose. You little kid. You. Hey, I've seen you somewhere. Aren't you Peter Parker? Peter Parker is shaking Spider-Man's hand.
Oh, it's Dr. Octopus, isn't it?
Really? No reaction?
Well, I find that very confusing, but I'm pretty sure it's Dr. Octopus.
It's
What?
not Dr. Octopus.
Is it Ben Reilly?
It's not Ben Reilly. It's not a clone. There's nothing like that. It's the genome accelerator.
It made another Spider-Man?
It separated Peter Parker from Peter.
Oh,
from
that's
the-
this sort. Okay.
Wait, what happened?
Peter Parker and Spider-Man got split into two, so now the Spider-Man is separate from Peter Parker. So can he take his suit off and still be Peter Parker looking?
Yeah,
Spider-Man can?
and we're back into the story of the on Africa, and he is like, a night fist.
Why are they angry? Because he's like, why the heck am I not Spider-Man? Is that why?
Shut up. And we are the guy is like, I got him! I killed him! That's awesome! It's freaking awesome. He says effing awesome in
You're
the
not
book.
supposed to kill an elephant. Kill elephants or...
He has special
Endangered.
rights. He bought his way into, and then a knife goes through the guide.
Oh! Wait, the yellow hat guy or
The guide of
floppy hat?
the guide of the guy who was hunting elephants.
Oh.
And we're bowling now. They're in a bowling alley,
Let's go from hunting elephants to bowling.
and Spider-Man's like,
No, Peter Parker.
Peter Parker's
They're split now.
Peter Parker is just talking to MJ, and then Randy's ex-girlfriend shows up because Peter Parker invited her.
MJ's ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Randy's ex-girlfriend.
Randy's ex-girlfriend.
I don't know why. MJ's ex-girlfriend?
No. And they're like, no, they totally hate each other.
No, I said... Because,
And
okay.
suddenly they watch the news,
Carson would get it. I said MJ's ex-girlfriend.
and a Tri-Sentinel is attacking the city.
Oh, look, it's a transformer.
Tri-Sentinel.
It's a transformer.
Sentinels are robots created by not Alistair Smythe, by Alex Trask.
How do these guys have so much money?
They don't. They either work for the military, or they're government-funded projects.
Then they have a lot of money.
The Sentinels are government-funded projects
Big
to
bucks.
hunt mutants,
Oh yeah, because I guess
evil mutants.
and, you know, if there was a mutant that could duplicate things, you get.
And Spider-Man shows
lots
up,
of money.
and MJ's like, MJ asks Peter Parker, "Are you gonna go?" It's like, no, he's got it.
Does MJ not know? Does MJ know?
Yeah, and Peter Parker explained everything, and they have like this montage where like they're testing each other, like playing
See-
rock.
see
They're
if they don't
playing
die.
rock paper scissors,
Do they always end up the same?
and they end up the same.
And they don't die if they touch each other, do they?
No, they don't die. They were he was swinging with him.
So they basically separated the spider from the man, right?
Yeah,
So like they took the spider thingy that turned him into Spider-Man and brought it back to a person.
yeah,
Okay.
Mm.
Is it another person or is it just the embodiment of Spider?
both.
So it is another person that.
Yes.
So it's another person that was in that room,
Yeah, Spider-Man never takes off his mask in this volume.
but it was another person in that room.
Yes.
Some other student.
No. It's not other students. It's just Peter Parker got separated into two.
Oh, okay. I was
Like a clone would be. But
Oh, okay. I was wondering if it was like some other person was just like suddenly became Spider-Man.
No, and Spider-Man's like, okay, now what? And we show a montage of Spider-Man trying to climb a wall again. Peter Parker trying to climb a wall and falling. And then we show the Vulture, like all the cool things about the Spider-Man is doing, like fighting a Tri-Sentinel, which is a Sentinel, but times 3 as a person.
As a person
Yeah, has 3 heads, 6 arms.
and 3 people controlling it.
No,
Oh, it's automatic. It's
yes, an automatic thing.
autonomous.
And Peter Parker goes back to the lab where Dr. Connors is, and they show Pedro, who was split into 2. I'm calling him Pedro. I don't remember the name of the rat in the movie.
Pedro,
Like
yes.
in the Amazing Spider-Man, where Peter Parker, the lizard that,
Can we have him speak in Spanish the whole time? You could do that if you wanted.
no, it's Fred.
Oh, his name's Fred. Oh, that's not as
Like
cool as
Fred and
Pedro.
Wilma.
That's not as cool as Pedro.
It's cause sorry, my brain isn't I only saw the Amazing Spider-Man movies in Spanish.
Mm.
Oh, so it's Pedro and.
It's because it's Pedro and Vilma, like Fred and Wilma from the Flintstones.
Why did they make him Pedro in the Spanish Flintstones or Mexican Flintstones?
No, there's just translators change the name.
Yeah, but why they? What?
To make it more relatable
national.
to the
Nationalize
audience.
it, yeah. I guess.
And we find that Fred can run the track that they put for him.
Fred is a mouse.
Yeah.
Okay, not a person yet.
No, he's not. He doesn't turn into a person ever. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
But for some reason, Fred number 2 can't stop going on the wheel.
Fred number 2.
Yeah, because they
split him in 2.
split him in 2, and Fred number 1 can run the track.
So it's 2 different styles of yeah, I get it.
Yeah, 2 activities that they would do normally as a rat.
Mhm.
And he
They
says,
can't do the other activity. Yeah.
and we find through this little thing, we
see
find out that Peter
can
Parker
do,
is not smart anymore,
and Spider-Man.
and he doesn't have powers anymore. Spider-Man has both of them.
Spider-Man just got everything, and Peter Parker just got screwed.
No. We later found out what Peter Parker is missing.
No, Spider-Man's missing.
Spider-Man's missing. And
The girlfriend.
no,
Ah.
the responsibility.
So MJ's like, oh, you're stupid now. Okay. Oh, the responsibility.
The responsibility.
Oh.
We keep going with the Craven story, and the guy gets tripped by a tree. That's it. That's all you have to know. And
Ooh, this is
there's
Doc
this-
Ock. No, that's
no,
not
it's
Doc
not
Ock.
Doc Ock. It's Mendel Storm.
He looks like a cyborg.
He is a cyborg.
What's his deal?
Yeah, he's nothing.
Okay.
He's controlling the things.
Sentinel.
Except for the one that Peter Parker has,
Put his.
Spider-Man has, because he hacked it into him.
Oh, I see.
And Spider-Man's like, Peter Parker is seeing all this, and Spider-Man is using that robot to fight anything.
And he just for fun.
Yes. And
Oh, so
he's
he's basically destroying the
he's
city.
fighting a dinosaur. He blasts
Why is he
Hydro-Man.
fighting a dinosaur?
Because there's human dinosaurs in the Marvel Universe.
Human dinosaurs?
Human dinosaurs, yes.
Like, what are their names? Are they aliens?
Yes.
Or they're like aliens? And they
Doesn't matter.
And they came to
They're
Earth.
just in one. He's just in one panel, and it's supposed to show you how brutal Peter Parker is being. Spider-Man is being.
Are they racist to these dinosaurs? They're
No,
like, you can't pass because you're a dinosaur.
no, that is not a
They're
thing.
space dinosaur people.
So,
Okay, this has got to be another story. There has to be.
by the way, Aunt May is still mad at Peter Parker.
Does Peter still remember? So they both remember this.
And Peter Parker's trying to do good things anyway, like taking people in a, like helping old man, giving people, paying for someone's park.
So how does Spider-Man go back? I don't understand. If Peter Parker's stupid, couldn't Spider-Man just outsmart him if he wants to stay Spider-Man?
We'll find you'll see that later.
So he has no responsibility. So
Spider-Man, Peter Parker is
he's a Slytherin now.
Spider-Man, like Peter Parker's putting money in the parking meter. And by the way, he found out that it's illegal to do that in New York.
Put money in the
To
parking
pay
meter.
for someone else's parking meter.
Bruh.
And
You got arrested.
Peter Parker
for doing
is
that. You got arrested for doing
promoting himself.
that? Dude, I want to
on
go around New York
TV.
and do that and run as fast as I can. Just.
Promoting himself in New York.
Wait, why is that illegal? I don't get it. Think about it.
I don't know.
No, but like, that's a nice.
Pay
thing.
attention.
It's like paying for someone's groceries.
Pay attention.
We got our sushi paid for. Is that illegal? No, it isn't. Okay, anyway, back to this.
He is.
LeBron James,
No, it's not LeBron James. It's someone
Oh.
else.
some other dude. That's
Some basketball player.
basketball player from New York.
Yes. And Peter's thinking, am I jealous of this guy? No, I'm not. I can't be jealous of this guy. He's using his powers irresponsibly. And he gives a card to Aunt May. No, Aunt May gives him a card. It's a birthday card. And he finds out that Peter Parker is using... He's being an Uber driver.
Uber hero.
And he is taking people on rides across the
Spider-Man's being
city.
an Uber driver.
Yeah.
So instead of fighting crime now, he's just.
Yeah, he's not even... And Peter Parker's like, hey!
Can I get it?
Can I get a ride? And like, no, I've seen your medical bills. You cannot afford this thing.
Why is medical bill so high? Because he's crappy. Is he very sick without being Spider-Man?
No, because he gets beat up a lot,
Oh.
constantly by supervillains,
Wait.
and they
Peter
talk.
Parker?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Wait, Spider-Man has medical bills?
Medical bills.
No, wait. You're saying why can't Peter Parker get a ride?
It's a joke that he makes. He doesn't say medical bills. He says, oh, actually, you can never afford it. Search pricing. Search pricing. That's it. That's all he says. He never says anything about medical bills. He just leaves Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
And Peter Parker grabs onto him through his web shooters. Because he still has those.
He's really weak.
No, and they slam against the floor and he says, you don't have any sense of
How did
responsibility.
he not break his leg?
Doesn't matter.
I'm
He
just
says,
super distracted.
I'm just gonna look for. You know what? I don't care about all your responsibility in it. I'm just gonna look out for number one. And Peter Parker thinks, wait, are you listening to yourself? Hear yourself. Do you remember last time what happened when you said something like this?
Uncle Ben died.
Uncle Ben died.
That was a long time ago, probably.
And he says, who?
Bruh. So they don't remember things? Certain people don't remember, like...
He says, I can't believe it. You don't remember Uncle Ben. That's why you're such a jerk. And Peter Parker...
Oh, he doesn't
Spider-Man
remember anything from Peter Parker's life. And Peter Parker doesn't remember anything from Spider-Man's life?
No, he does remember. He just doesn't have that memory. He doesn't have Ben Parker as a person in here. And Peter Parker he webs him up. Spider-Man webs Peter Parker up into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And webbing lasts an hour, so he had to wait there.
And he's also
Stuck in the wall.
So,
And then we find out he goes back to the lab and we find out what happened. The rats, they died.
Flowers for Algernon on.
So much time being separate from each other, they died.
Mhm.
So he has to get Peter Parker quick.
Started
And-
speaking really crappily.
And Spider-Man sending the bad guy is sending all the Tri-Sentinels to Spider-Man.
Bruh, this man.
Peter Parker and
So they're fighting, they're going boop 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 ba. And they go ta ta ta.
we go back into the story. Peter Parker's dying.
Ouch, why?
We'll
Because-
find out.
Oh, you don't know yet?
We're recapping. After he went to
Yes.
the isotop
That
machine,
doesn't look like his blood.
it is.
Oh crap.
And his flesh is his flesh burned.
Oh.
He goes to the acid machine and he gets someone to steal it. He gets Boomerang to steal it
Okay.
from,
Boomerang.
and Boomerang steals it because Boomerang overheard Peter talking to himself about how he's this great machine and he's like
Oh, no.
all alone by the USU waiting to be stolen. And Boomerang's like, heck yeah, I'll steal it. I'll
He's
earn a
gonna
lot
use
of
it.
cash. He stole it. He put it on the back of a truck. Peter Parker stole that truck and went to look for Spider-Man.
So Peter Parker knew that. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not that stupid. He's still kind of smart, just not like astronomically smart. Like,
Yeah.
Like third smartest
And
person.
Spider-Man's like, look at that. All the Tri-Sentinels on the area just waiting for it to be killed or destroyed by me. And he says, look out! And because the Tri-Sentinel blasted at them. And he's dying.
He's got blasted.
Peter Parker is dying. And he says, use the combiner.
Oh,
No.
so that's how he gets them to combine.
Peter Parker's like, oh man, I can't believe Uncle. At least I'm gonna see Uncle Ben. He's like, I don't get it. Why are you keep referencing this rice company?
Uncle Ben.
I
Oh.
just got it.
That's
It's this, and Spider-Man's like, no. You know what? Screw it. Thwip. And he hits the machine and it explodes on them, putting them back together.
And they have a little conversation before they die.
Yeah, they morph into each other. They have a little conversation. And it's like, but before he does that, he says, "You know what? It doesn't matter. My point is, I will avenge your death. From now on, I'll be Peter Man, a dude who never really made it anything of themselves, everywhere."
Oh.
And Spider-Man's like, you suck so much. Peter Parker says, like, you suck. And he whips it and they morph into each other and they're like, yes.
And so now he's healthy
it
again?
feels so good.
He's not even half
Yeah.
hurt or anything? Okay. Like
It
a Spider-Man
feels
right
so
there.
good to be back on myself. And they fight the robots and the Tri-Sentinel comes back. The Tri-Sentinel comes back and fights, and they all blow up on the thing, on the base of the bad guy,
Uh-huh.
destroying the base
So
completely.
does Spider-Man not know the base of the bad guy?
He knew that. He knew
Oh,
it.
he just didn't care.
He found out, and he went. He's with MJ after a long day's a hard work day, and the police are like, talking to them. Shield is talking to Ant and his Taskmaster. Like, what the heck? And the Master Planner comes back. Not Dr. Octopus, someone else. Because Dr. Octopus is the Master Planner in the main universe, in the continuity.
And he plans.
He calls himself the Master Planner.
Because he plans.
And he gets Ant and Taskmaster out of custody. And we go back to the story,
Is this Hobgoblin?
to in Africa. No, it's not.
Okay.
It's the bug guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like,
You see this guy in Africa.
he says, yes, the struggle. To survive amidst predators of all kinds. I understand it better than you can possibly imagine. After all, I am a hunter.
And then he kills him.
And it's Kraven.
And this is the introduction of Kraven the Hunter.
Who was before dead. Who was dead before.
Oh, I thought this is the first time
He was killed in Kraven's Last Hunt.
Yeah, get it.
Yes, Chancellor.
I know. It wasn't.
It
even
is
really-
funny.
It's not even really a pun. A pun.
He was killed in Kraven's Last Hunt where he committed suicide after beating Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
He
And
was like, I don't know how to hunt anymore.
in Grim Hunt,
Grim Hunt.
he was brought back to life by killing Madame Web.
Madame Web.
And
And that energy brought him back.
yes, they needed a sacrifice, so they killed Madame Web. And after that, Spider-Man comes back and Kraven the Hunter comes back and leaves for a while because no one wants to use that character other than Nick Spencer for some reason.
Huh.
And now,
Well, it's because Nick Spencer.
because in the new in his run, this is the preview for Hunted, which is
the next thing.
Kraven the Hunter. No, not the next thing. Like this is like 4 volumes into the book.
Oh.
I've only read the first 2, and that's where I stopped reading the
Are we
Amazing
gonna do
Spider-Man.
Hunted soon?
If I get caught up,
Then-
and Hunted is basically about Kraven the Hunter hunting spider people. All of the spider.
Because they're
Not
because
all
they're
the
harder
spider.
to kill than just people.
No, not spider people. Animal people.
Yeah.
All the Spider-Man villains who are animals.
So including Doc Ock and
Including Dr. Octopus, including the Scorpion, including Wolverine.
oh, technically.
So this is Stories with Issues, and we'll see you next week. Alright,
See ya,
bye.
folks. See ya.
Doodles.
Sarah.
Gwen Stacy's kids is Gabe and Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cut this whole conversation.
No, let's just have it at the end.
Yeah, Wednesdays. Well, after Since Past, Peter Parker.
What's since past?
Side story.
Yeah, we can end the video.
No,
Tangent.
no, we're not talking about this.
No, let's talk about it, and then you can just continue the video.
Since Past is a story that was written by J. Michael Straczynski, where we find out that Gwen Stacy
Had kids
had kids.
from
no.
Spider-Man's.
No.
No.
Fruit of Spider-Man's boys?
No.
No.
Norman Osborn's children.
Is
Who's
that,
that?
from in vitro fertilization, or is that
The Green
actually
Goblin.
because she
So not his best friend. His best friend's dad.
So is it like in vitro fertilization? Please tell me it is, and it's not like actual like.
No.
Oh gosh.
It's not what you're. It is what you're thinking,
Cause I was trying to figure out. Cause I know you.
and
you pick
it's
on,
right here, right now.
Cause I know you pick on.
No,
Nick
well, and
Spencer.
then this is a
I
side
forgot
tangent.
the
No, you guys
writer's
better
name.
meet.
Oh,
I
I
know.
see.
I know it starts with a J.
Wait, you're showing them having sex right now?
No. Well, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wait, Colin, I didn't know Colin. I didn't know Spider-Man was that whack. I knew that there were some things where like him and Mary Jane killing Mary Jane through having sex, but this is different. I already said the word once. I can say
That
it
is
as many
a
times
story.
as I
That is
want.
a different story.
You
All
can
right.
bleep it out. Having beep with Mary Jane. Okay, so that's what happened. And then she had kids, and what happened to those kids?
The kids came back, and they're like, "You killed my mom. We're gonna kill you."
Norman
Eh.
Osborn killed his mom.
No, Peter Parker killed his mom.
Peter Parker killed Mary Jane.
Because
No.
Peter Parker killed Gwen Stacy.
Gwen Stacy.
Yes. What is the Captain America that she threw at you?
The girl who broke her neck.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's why he killed her, because he killed
What
her.
is it? Where is the shield?
She has it in her hands. She was clapping it
lost
together.
it.
I
Like
swear
the
to
other
God.
Oh, it
Here's
fell.
one.
There's one up.
What is it called? Wait. So you mean kill her as in like neck snap?
Yeah, he snapped her neck. Yes.
Well, he didn't really snap. Bull kind of indirectly snapped her neck. Yeah.
All right.
And they blame him. No, we have
Yeah.
to. I thought we just stop it and start again because this tangent is a
So, yeah.
tangent.
Yeah, the kids come back. Peter Parker's like, "No, you are all mistaken, and I can prove it to you. Your father is not who you thought. I'm not your father.
I ain't your dad.
Norman Osborn is your father. I know it sounds terrible, but I'm sorry. It is the truth." So.
So why did Gwen Stacy do this? Was it like Imperio?
It was more like
Crucio?
She just felt attracted to
And-
him.
I like old people.
No, it's more like the power.
If they're gonna put him in the MCU, they say that Tom Cruise says he wants to play him.
They're gonna put him like Norman Osborn in the MCU.
All right,
They're not gonna have Gwen Stacy be it. That would be wild.
cut.
Wait, Peter
Dove
Parker's not even old
Cameron!
enough.